And the walk is really important because Alexandra has this strong belief that dogs should be allowed to be dogs. They should be allowed to smell to their nose's content. We see walks as exercise or a means of getting from point A to point B, and we hurry our dogs along, we pull them away from attempts to sniff the world around them. Alexandra does the opposite. She allows her dogs agency. She lets them sniff and control the pace of the walk, and she has done studies showing that as a result, they are more optimistic, they are less anxious, they're just happier, they're more dog-like. I think many of us who own dogs may not have really looked at this, but the next time you look at your dog, just pay attention to the shape of its nostrils. There are 2 holes at the front, like ours, but the holes curve off to the sides, like apostrophes. And those side slits are really special. Like if I was to bend down and sniff along the ground, every time I exhaled, I would push odors on the ground away from me. But when a dog exhales, those side slits create little vortices that actually waft odors into its nose. So a dog that's sniffing, whether it's exhaling or inhaling, is continuously getting this conveyor belt of smell wafting into its nose. And dogs can do this for a huge amount of time. If I kept on sniffing, I would hyperventilate. A dog can keep on doing it and be fine, and just continuously update its sensory snapshots of the world in the process. Light and smells are obviously 2 very different kinds of stimuli. Light travels very fast, it moves along straight lines, and so vision feels like quite an instantaneous sense to us, but one that's also blocked by obstacles. I can't see through the walls around me. Smells are different. Smells are just small molecules drifting through the air. They move a little bit more slowly, they can diffuse and seep, and they can last over a long period of time. The smells in this room will waft over from other rooms around corners. They can reveal what happened in the recent past. They can tell me about who was recently in this room in the way that light cannot. But to make use of that information, I would need to have the right nose, or at least have a brain that pays attention to the information that smells provide. I don't have any of that hardware, but a dog very much does. Much of what exists in a dog's nose is similar to what exists in ours, but there's just more of everything.